Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And we just got Heroes Jubilee 34 Blitz. Here's Jubilee Blitz, the number 34, the 34th iteration of Jubilee as a whole. But the Blitz format has been unseen since October of 2022. They used to have two Jubilees every single month. For a while. Like when Jubilee was first announced, it was one a month, and then it was broken up into two for Blitz and Catalyst. And then right before the first anniversary, they took Blitz away, and then since the first anniversary, we've only had Jubilee Catalyst once a month. So they brought Blitz back after a long, long gestation period, instead of doing like a raid of some sort, which, to be fair, this Jubilee does also have raid rewards. So if we go into the news, there's not only things that you get for clearing it, with a personal best, but also if the entire world gets 18 billion points, right? Yeah, 18 billion points. We get all of these rewards. So 10 potions, 10% 5-star tickets, two gold hammers, 20 of the Nazarick drinks, one guaranteed 5-star, one platinum hammer, and one 10% EX ticket. So this everybody will get as long as we hit the total score of 18 billion. But then there are normal ranking rewards in here, which unfortunately does not include crystals. So for the top players, they get 30 of the second anniversary banner tickets. That's still going on until the end of the month, and then motes for maxed out characters. And then once you get out of the top 1%, it the amount of tickets starts going down. You don't get all the motes and everything. So the stakes for this Jubilee are quite low. There are not crystals on the line. There's no game-changing kind of currency for this. Like the second anniversary ticket banner it's cool and everything, but it's not what I would call game-breaking. If you manage to pull a few EX characters, then great. But it's not crystals that you can take and put onto the Overlord banner. So don't feel too pressured to really, really try and sweat your way into this. Also, based on my very, very initial rough runs, stages seem to be a little bit nerfed in terms of how much damage they can take, because I think they built this more for a bunch of newer players coming in for this meta. But what is Jubilee? Like, what even is this event? Like, what are you supposed to do? It's great that we have to get 18 billion points, but how do you get 18 billion points, or how do you contribute? Well, it's very simple. You clear mainly these three expert fights, and you're supposed to use specific teams to get a specific good score. So, my current score is 42.5. I'm rank 11. That will change. Nature's up here with 69.7 and a perfect score, I assume. So, your goal is to get a good score using a specific team, preferably a fire magic nuker, a dark magic nuker, and a light magic nuker. And you'll play each of these stages, and you'll click the info, and you'll see that there's a 1, 2, and 3 kind of going on here with enemies. This is a single fight. This is 3 enemies at once, and you'll play these, and you will acquire these tickets along the way from clearing these events. And you will take these tickets into the boss fight, which is against Shizu. You have 6 turns to do as much damage as physically possible. And it's type neutral, which means you are not locked into using a specific team, which is what the next Jubilee will do, is it's going to lock you into using the Overlord meta. But this is type neutral, and it says that the best unit to use is a physical meta, which is great. Honestly, half the game is physical. It's a full hand of greens turn 1, so you can do literally anything after that. So you don't have to bring like a dedicated orb changer for turn 1 to get it active. The same thing with boss battle 1. It's just 6 greens, and then everything else after that is random. You will use whatever your strongest team is and do as much damage as possible in 6 turns here, and that will get you a final score. And then you do it again, and 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 again. And you will just continue to try and get newer, better, high scores. And then when you run out of boss battle tickets, which you will, you're going to have to go back and farm more tickets from these stages, which you can then auto because you don't care about their scores anymore. Or you actually can try and increase your score here while getting more tickets. But essentially, it's the only rank, it's like one of the true PvP aspect kind of things, because you are going up against other players' direct scores. Like Nature is the big NA whale here, and I will attempt to get very close to his score. He has done this. He's maxed the stage out. He doesn't need to do it anymore. But these are real people scores, except for the person that's in rank 1 right now, because he's cheating. He's a straight up cheater. This muddy dude up here with almost double the score of this. So essentially, it's patience, right? You're looking for the perfect setups to get everything right, to do as much damage as physically possible, and nuke these enemies into the ground, get a high score, and then take these well-earned tickets into the boss fight, and then you will try and just nuke Shizu for however much damage you possibly can. And these videos, I mean, the videos I'm going to post, they're going to be wide-ranging because we can use almost anything here. But I will lead with a caveat that I'm not going to have those videos up until probably the weekend, because I got a lot of stuff going on this week in real life, and I really don't know if I'll have too much time to set aside to record these videos. So please be patient. Please do what you can in the meantime. I'll try and gather all of the whale strategies and stuff, and I'll try and lay them out as best as possible. I'll try and do a bunch of other side alternate teams that can't get you a super good score but can get you a score. And again, please don't stress out too much about this, because you're not getting any crystals out of this. Like, there's no big time thing on stakes on the line. So it is just do it for fun, learn how Jubilee works here now, and then take that information into the Jubilee Catalyst that will come in about 2.5, 3 weeks or so. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.